Hello, and welcome back to our time-sticking YouTube channel. My name is Jake. As always, I'm coming to you once again from the quarantine pillow fort here at Time Sticking to talk about a particular celebrity we're a little surprised we haven't covered yet. So, stick with us through our intro, and we're going to be talking about the horological tastes of Jeff Goldblum. Now, here at Time Sticking, we're no strangers to celebrity wristwatch fashion. From the double wristing endeavors of Billie Eilish to the Icelandic exploits of Mads Mikkelsen, no particular publicly praised patron of watchmaking can escape our watchful eyes, not to sound too sinister. One monolithic figure in men's fashion has eluded our YouTube channel, much to our own surprise: Jeff Goldblum. Having a charismatic persona paired with a stellar sense of fashion, it's a mystery as to why his watches have not been previously covered here. Known to sport fine luxury pieces alongside stunning apparel, Goldblum has been the subject of memes and press regarding all aspects of male finery. Known to be far from gaudy, his clothing and accessories are well stated, taking cues from eras both modern and antique, contemporary and retro. So, without any further ado, we're going to focus in on Goldblum's timepiece preferences, both off and on screen. These wristband accessories are an inevitable function of his penchant for the fashionista lifestyle. The first of these Goldblum watches that we're covering today is the Cartier tank Santos. Through 2019, Goldblum was photographed and interviewed extensively while wearing his favorite wristwatch, the Cartier tank Santos. This piece has been blogged about, chatted about in forums, and otherwise discussed almost to death. However, it's one that is certainly worth mentioning, especially considering Goldblum's net worth of over $40 million. In a celebrity world where it's not uncommon to own a watch that carries the same price tag as a top-tier sports car, Goldblum keeps things at a relatively modest sum. With most Tank Santos watches ranging from around $5 to $10K, Goldblum's being actually $4,600, this aspect of his style is easier to imitate compared to other famed public figures' horological choices. The watch itself retains an aesthetic fitting of a man who pairs seamless fashion with his timepieces. Its design dates back to 1917 and features a square case and dial design. Contrasting a gold case with a white dial and dark markers, as well as a black leather band, it has a turn-of-the-century flair that withstands the test of time. Cartier's original work on the piece was inspired by military equipment a la Renault and gifted to American General John J. Pershing. It looks very little like a tank, but has been sturdy in terms of fashion for over a century. Though his Cartier Tank Santos watch is the most talked about recently, Jeff Goldblum has sported some pretty mentionable timepieces. Though many of these other watches have not gained as much notoriety, there's a variety of watches Goldblum has been spotted wearing. Details about his collection are often hard to come by, but we decided to do a little digging to feature some other timepieces. The first one of these is another recent-ish addition, a Hamilton watch. Hamilton themselves love to boast about being in over 500 feature films. Bolstering that reputation, Goldblum is seen wearing a Hamilton Jazzmaster automatic in the recent Independence Day resurgence, which just came out a few years ago. A piece titled Jazzmaster is pretty fitting for a man who has his own jazz band, Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. Looking far from jazzy, this stainless steel and leather automatic mechanical cleans up well beneath Goldblum's jacket in the Independence Day film. We couldn't bring up Jeff Goldblum or his films, or his watches in films, without bringing up Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is arguably the most recognizable film Goldblum has performed in. His portrayal of Ian Malcolm, open shirt and leather jacket in tow, has been immortalized in London as a massive statue as of recent. What might not be featured on this statue is the brand name of the watch Goldblum wore in the film. With internet buzz and conversations abounding surrounding his vintage chronograph piece in the movie, no one is quite sure exactly what it is. Our bet is on a classic Heuer Monaco. However, the jury is still out on this leather-strapped silver stainless steel piece. It may take a little more than a team of horological archaeologists to find out what it was. Despite the mystery surrounding a lot of Goldblum's watches, there are some standard features that stand out. He typically sports a leather band on his watches, wears something vintage, and doesn't shy away from something a little bit nicer, without reaching for the highest peaks in terms of price. Sounds pretty simple, huh? Perhaps we can all take a cue from Goldblum's eye for this style. It appears to match whatever era he finds himself in. Jeff Goldblum has a timeless style that tends to stand out pretty well against the grain. So, is there a particular Goldblum watch that you like that we maybe didn't cover today? Or maybe even just a favorite Jeff Goldblum film? Let us know in the comment section below. We always love to hear feedback about our subject. Wow, thanks again for watching our YouTube video today. If you really enjoyed it, we actually have a couple more videos available just right here and right there. On top of that, our entire channel is at your disposal, and if you subscribe by clicking the link that's right next to me, we'll give you the latest update on our most recent videos. So, thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you again.